Daydreamer, I shine my shoes. Oh, women, getting low. Try to find the seed of dawn, but I can hardly wait that long. No way, no way. Now watch your
mood.
If there's no light.
I had it in my mind, I have to get Boba House. And I wasn't even gonna get bubble tea, but I did, and this is matcha milk tea. It's amazing. I've wanted to do this for like weeks, I just haven't. I wanted to just like take myself on a little day out. We are not just here to drink really good matcha and spicy ramen and watch Ryan Trahan. We're also here because I wanted to read a little devotional to y'all that I read today, and it was really like good. So sorry about the lighting. I had to relocate because a couple came and sat right next to me and they were on a date. Like I heard them kiss and I was like, I don't want to hear y'all kiss. Like I don't care if you do, but I'm just gonna go over here. So devotional I want to share with you. First I'm gonna talk about a little bit of my personal life and hopefully God can show up. My mom and I have some history. Obviously she's my mom, but we did not get along in high school. I didn't tell her I loved her for a whole year. It's a whole story I could get into another time, but God completely reconciled our relationship. She's like my best friend now. What I'm gonna talk about goes back to that time when we were not okay. And if y'all wanna hear a story time about my mom and I's relationship, I'd be happy to share. So I have this memory that keeps playing around in my head today for some reason. It's the second time I got cheated on. I remember finding out the news, coming home, just having an absolute emotional breakdown. My mom, I don't remember how she got there, but she was there. And her just being like a lifeless zombie, showing no comfort, no support. I was crying, I was going like literally the most emotional reaction you can have to something like that. I said, can you hug me? At least? And I remember that moment, I just felt so hopeless and so alone. You know, I think a lot of my feelings were resurfacing because this morning I was watching a bunch of TikToks about people who were fatherless and like grandpas stepping in for them and teaching them how to be a man, or you know, telling them I'm gonna be here for you and adopting them. And my dad went out of my life when I was around middle school sometime. He didn't come back around till college, and that's a whole nother story time too. He was my best friend. I mean, anyone who can relate to that knows the pain and the numbness that comes. So now I want to get into the scripture and I want to bring some healing. So I opened up to Psalms 46 this morning. Let me read you what I underlined because we're going to focus on specific verses today. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear though the earth gives way, though the mountains be moved into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, though the mountains tremble as it's swelling. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy habitation of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God will help her when morning dawns. It really, really ministered to my heart because I completely randomly felt like I should read this. I realized God was listening to my thoughts. It's like, duh, Hannah, he knows our thoughts. But I was thinking about those two memories this morning. I wasn't praying about them. I wasn't bringing them to God. I was just merely reminiscing. And I read this and it says, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. And I realized God led me to this scripture to show me that he's present. Where my mom wasn't present and where my father has been very absent, God is present. And then he spoke to my heart and he said, I hear you. I hear your thoughts. It makes me emotional. I hear your thoughts, even the ones that don't seem like they ever come to an end. I hear the beginning of them, I hear the end of them, and I hold them. And I was just reminded of God's stability and how much he was with me through college. Though bad things happen in life, this place we have with God is stable and secure. I had these feelings of anger this morning when I was like, man, I don't have a grandpa to come step in and be my father. I didn't have that. And I was just like, crap, dude, you know? And then I remembered God saved me. And I met the most kindest father who literally rescued me from the most hellish life I was living of constant turmoil, these staying in relationships where I knew I was being cheated on. I would just stay because I didn't know my worth. For the first time in my life, I had a revelation of my worth. For the first time in my life, I remembered I like to make videos. Like, shouldn't I know that? Shouldn't she know that? I was so lost that I didn't know who I was. It was completely absorbed into who I was with. And I was just reminded of God's stability and how much he was with me through college. Though bad things happen in life, this place we have with God is stable and secure. I had to share that because it blessed me so much. And it's like just a little, honestly, it's just a little nugget. It's a nugget of God that I learned today, and I wanted to share it today because I felt very, very depressed and down recently due to I have every reason to feel depressed, but it reminded me that when I look at Jesus in the middle of my circumstances, I'm okay. And if you can resonate feeling any of those things or having experienced any of those, if you resonate, that is for you. I encourage you to read all of Psalm 46 because it's really fire. Look, evil Kermit. Never do that again, Hannah. So I'm gonna pray real quick. Father, I pray that you encounter whoever's watching this, whether they believe in you or not, to feel your love as a father, to feel your love as a mother, where they felt this absence and this void, where they've been hurt by people that should have been there for them. And then they'd go read the chapter because it's good. Alright, well, that's really all I had for y'all today. So goodbye, friend! Mwah. I just ate Doritos, so my lips are red. But really quick haul. You know. I had to kill some time, so I bought a couple things real fast. And I got this book, The Love Hypothesis. All these YouTubers and book talkers are raging over this book. I picked up one of these. I need it because my cat. I'm scared she's gonna eat my toothbrush. I got another one. It's Flurry.